things up in, that would be awesome. You should be able to get into the streaming channel. There he is. Hey, what's up, man?
Hello.
Hello. Are you going to help me?
Yes. First of all,
Go for it.
your two main skills that you will be using, barrage and penetrating shot. Ignore swift bow, ignore quick shot.
Okay.
I would recommend you have barrage in your primary spot, so that's a good spot. You have barbed arrow as your second one, which is another good spot, so leave it there.
Yep.
Put penetrating shot in your third arrow.
Got it.
And like I said, you don't really want to use quick shot or barbed arrow. I'm sorry, not barbed arrow, but swift bow anymore.
Okay, I moved him out of the way. Okay. I kind of wondered that because I'm like, these don't really hardly do anything compared to just running through the other ones. So.
Yeah. Also, do you ever use your middle mouse button, which is basically your scroll wheel? You can push down on it and be a button. You never use that?
No.
Okay.
I've never done that before.
Yeah. At this level, and actually even at cap, focus is a very useful skill. That's the one that you have in your second toolbar in the position one, control one, basically. Yep. You want to hit focus before every fight to fill yourself up, basically. And at higher end, you want to like double tap focus to get the focus buff, because focus adds a critical magnitude buff. So
can I set it up to where if I just click down on the mouse, the middle scroll button, that it does that? Okay.
That's kind of what I was getting at. Okay. So you have your, if you look at the end of your first toolbar, you've got your stances.
Yep.
You know, you've got endurance and precision and all that stuff. I would move those up somewhere else, because you don't really switch too often between them. You pretty much stay in precision. So move them in, probably to your third toolbar, or even the top one. You know, put them next to the tracking ones.
Okay.
And I would put focus in your last slot on your first toolbar.
Okay. All right, that's set.
Okay. And in options, go to the key mapping. And then you want to change that last slot in that first toolbar. Set it to your middle mouse button.
Quick slot. Boom. Done.
And then that way, since blue line, since blue line is so heavily focus based. I mean, that's all you're going to be doing.
Yeah.
You will always want to start a fight with full focus.
Yep.
And that just makes your fights go much quicker, much faster. Because if you do barrage and then penetrating shot on, I mean, you're going to be one-shotting things with barrage mostly, but
yeah, that's actually what I had been doing this whole stream, because I watched a little bit when you were on with Olip the other night, and I was just able to catch a little. So I was pretty much doing barrage and penetrating shot and focus right before using those, and just going back and forth, because that's like one-shotting everything. So I didn't really need to do anything else. I'm like, okay, this works.
This is gonna happen all the way up through Moria. I mean, it's just the way it is. They buffed the focus skills so much that it's made all the lower end leveling just a breeze. Absolutely.
So my question is, was red line better previous to the changes they made, and so now blue line is just the most efficient way to go because of that?
Yes. Yeah. People will argue that blue line was better before the changes, but they weren't correct. Saying blue line was better, because you know, they were coming at it from the fact that they could move, and basically what they were doing is they were backing up and stuff like that while they were attacking, and you don't really need to do that. And in red line you would never do that, because you just kill things before they even reach you. So
exactly.
But now with blue line, it's the one that you kill things before they even move, basically, because it's like one-shotting things.
It's so heavy one-shot. Like, once I started doing the barrage and the penetrating shot, I was like, this is kind of ridiculous. Like, I mean, it's nice, but I'm like, this is a little too simple. But Neff, have an awesome night. Thank you for stopping in. Skip Venom, it's good to see you tonight. Welcome to the chat. Zinger's like, you're talking about me. Yeah, cool. So I have barrage, barbed arrow, penetrating shot. What do you suggest for 4, 5, 6? How do you have everything lined up?
I would do interrupt, so blindside for 4. Actually, when you get blood arrow, see, you're like...
Yeah, because I'm just level 30 now.
Yeah, I think you get blood arrow at 40. I'm not sure. I don't remember where they bestow it at, but when you get blood arrow, you want it in position 4, and you always want to prefer blood arrow over penetrating shot.
Okay.
It has a higher critical multiplier,
Gotcha.
so you always want to use it, and it also heals you and gives you a heal over time.
Nice.
So for now, your interrupt skill on position 4.
Yep.
Merciful Shot. You've got Merciful Shot way over. You'll probably want that. How are you with like Alt keys and Control keys? Are you able to hit them fairly well?
I typically use my keyboard for like 1 through 12, and everything else I'll end up clicking, which is just weird because I do it that way, but I'm kind of flexible with that.
Yeah, so move Merciful Shot to position 5 then.
Okay.
And the way I look at it with the Alt keys, those are my special shots. Basically, whenever I get a proc or something like that, that's when I use those, because I don't use them very often.
Right.
Yeah. So, but it's easier for me to hit Alt and then a number rather than Control and then number.
Right. So when you want to, you don't use them very often, but when you want to use them, you want to use them rapidly.
Yes. Yeah. And using Alt and then a number is faster than me doing Control and then a number. Just for in my personal hand layout, you know. It might be different for other people, but yeah. So just you've got it pretty much how you'll want it. I mean, you won't need to use too many skills in Blue Line while leveling up. So, but yeah, try to use that focus before every fight just to get yourself full. And you can stop the induction of focus. So right now, hit focus, middle mouse button, and then hit it again to stop it.
Yep.
And it stops immediately. If you let it keep going, you're going to stand there induct. So you can break it like by double tapping. And once you get at I don't know what level you get the buff from focus, but focus will start giving you a buff. You'll want to double tap it because you'll almost always be at full focus. And you'll want to double tap it to give you the buff really quick. Right. And then
be done.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's almost instantaneous. Like, it's really quick. Cool. Sweet. Yeah, Deathman says, Chromite has never watched Maiden's pro skills, ... or the lack thereof.
Oh,
that's
come
more
on.
like...
I've watched Maiden many times.
Yes, he has.
I know her skills.
He knows.
But she also knows how to learn, so.
Yeah, I mean, I will be the first to admit, like, I am such a casual player, and there's so much I don't know. But that makes me excited to learn from people like you and people who know stuff that I don't, because then I'm like, yes, I will take your pro advice and not have to learn it for myself. I am good with that.
Something else that I do, open up your control, do Control O and open up your options, and then in the search box type VIT, and then click on, I think it's just General UI or UI.
Did you say VIT?
V like Victor, IT, like vitals is what you're searching for. Click on UI settings. And then there's a checkbox for show vitals or something. Show opponent vitals.
Selection vital display?
Yes. Check that.
Yeah. I used to have that on, and then I think I turned it off for some reason, but actually now that you remind me, I actually prefer it that way, because then it's just easier to see what the heck's going on.
Yeah, well, it's something you have to turn on for every character you play.
Okay,
that's
why.
Something that
makes sense.
Yeah,
so
that is
nice,
that's really helpful for ranged classes, because you're mostly looking at the mob rather than its portrait.
Right.
And that way you can tell its status. So that here, I'm watching you fight 2 mobs and you're out of focus. That's one situation where you'll want to use blindside to generate focus for you, because it's a combat skill that'll give you focus.
Blindside. Okay, that's 4.
Yeah. And then your other focus generator would be barbed arrow.
Okay.
And normally you would use like quick shot and all that in redline, but
which is silly to use now because it doesn't do enough.
yeah. Hey, open up your traits.
Mm-hmm.
I need to see how you're traded.
Ooh, I have a point available.
Come on, delay. Okay. All right. So what's really, really important for you right now is to get the rightmost trait, because it gives you more focus.
The quick draw?
No. Third row, rightmost trait.
The one that looks like a target.
Oh,
yeah.
Gotcha.
And actually, you want to re-specialize and don't put anything into quick draw. Because all that does is that reduces your inductions, and you're not really going to be using any
okay, so I should do re-specialize.
Yeah, re-specialize. Put everything into the
right
two leftmost traits.
Wait, 2 leftmost traits?
Mm-hmm.
So I need to do the impact arrows?
That's correct. All the way, impact arrows to 5, and then the next one down, all the way to 6.
There we go. And then do the precision.
The focus generation, yeah.
There we go. Perfect. Thank you.
And then, is that all your points? I can't tell.
Yep.
You have more points? Okay. All right.
That's all I have.
All right. So next, you'll be putting into the barbed arrow, the dot
I see that one.
stuff, and then blood arrow.
Is that right under it? Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Sweet. Oh, Jerosi. Okay, Jerosi says Jerosi was having like crazy storms where he's at, but he just said that he'll be giving streaming a try. Storms are heading a bit north of us. So I'll be on for about 5 more minutes, guys, just kind of wrapping things up, and then Jerosi will be on after me. So just FYI.
Lucha Dwarf.
The Lucha Dwarf. If you guys have never seen Jerosi's Lucha Dwarf, the shirtless Lucha Dwarf, you need to see it.
Yes,
it's
the
pretty
masked dwarven
breathtaking. But thank you, Chromite. I appreciate it. It's good to have you in here. It's been a while, so it's nice to talk to you.
Yeah. All right. So have fun playing with that setup, and
yes, thank you.
New tips, new things to try.
Yep, I'll be sure to ask you questions when I have them. So thank you very much.
All right. I'm gonna drop out.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks, Chromite. Maid number 1, just stay back in the back of the raid, and no one will notice you doing nothing. Nice English.
May have done nothing.
Chromite hits number 1. Yeah. Okay, you guys. So Jerosi is going to come on here, which I'm glad he's able to stream. I'm going to run out of this area so I'm not in the middle of a bunch of mobs.
Run away.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like you have your speed running buff turned on.
Oh, I did earlier. Oh no, I'm so embarrassed.
Nah,
It's
because you respect. Whenever you apply
I remember starting my stream and being like, oops, I didn't do that right. Being like, okay, I need to make sure to put that on because I'll forget and Chromite will yell at me.
The fluff is waving behind you.
He's really into, what is it? Horizon, whatever it's called. It's really cool. If you guys haven't seen
Horizon
it, look someone up. Yeah. Zero Dark, or I don't know. Look it up on Twitch, you guys. It's awesome. It's so cool. So, anyway, Jerosi's coming up next. Thank you for hanging out with me, guys. You guys are awesome as well. Gamer Gramp and Nike, thank you for hanging out with me in Discord. Special thanks to Chromite for helping me become a better hunter. That was very much appreciated. So, stay tuned. Jerosi will be on next, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, everyone.
Ta-ta.